Patagonia isn't just one place. It's a feeling that stretches across southern Argentina and Chile, where the land seems to breathe in slow motion. Imagine mountains that pierce clouds, glaciers older than memory, and winds that carry stories across empty plains. This isn't a destination you rush through. It's a place that asks you to pause, to notice, to feel small in the most comforting way. Whether you're drawn to ice fields or quiet valleys, Patagonia offers a kind of peace that's hard to find elsewhere. Let's walk through what makes this region so special and how you might experience it yourself. The first thing many travelers notice is the silence. Not the absence of sound, but a kind of spaciousness where wind, birdsong, and your own footsteps become the soundtrack. The air feels different here, crisp, clean, carrying the scent of earth and ice. Distances are vast. You might drive an hour and see more guanacos than people. The weather changes quickly, sometimes offering 4 seasons in a single afternoon. This unpredictability becomes part of the rhythm. You learn to layer clothing, to embrace sudden rain, to celebrate unexpected sunshine. Patagonia teaches a gentle patience, a willingness to let the day unfold on its own terms. And that's perhaps its greatest gift. Patagonia flows across 2 countries, and each side has its own character. Argentine Patagonia tends to feel more open, endless steppes, turquoise lakes, towns with Welsh tea rooms and pioneer histories. Chilean Patagonia leans toward dramatic fjords, dense forests, and glacier-carved channels. Neither is better. They're simply different expressions of the same wild spirit. Many travelers visit both, crossing the border by bus or boat. The transition is seamless in landscape, but distinct in culture. Argentina offers asado barbecues and mate tea rituals. Chile brings king crab feasts and pisco conversations. Both share a warmth toward visitors and a deep respect for the land. Consider which resonates with you, or give yourself time to explore both. El Chalten sits in a valley beneath Mount Fitzroy, a granite tower that glows pink at dawn. This tiny village exists almost entirely for hikers. Trails lead directly from town. No permits needed, no fees, just trailheads marked with wooden signs. The Laguna de los Tres hike is famous, a steady climb rewarding you with a glacial lake cradled by jagged peaks. It takes about 8 hours round trip, best started before sunrise to catch that legendary alpenglow. The village itself feels unhurried. Cozy cafes serve homemade pasta and local beer. Gear shops double as gathering spots where travelers swap trail stories. Even if you're not an avid hiker, the energy here is contagious, a quiet celebration of mountains and movement. Perito Moreno Glacier is one of the few advancing glaciers left on Earth. Unlike most, which retreat year by year, this one pushes forward, calving massive chunks of ice into Lago Argentino with thunderous cracks. You can view it from metal walkways that bring you almost face-to-face with the ice wall, 3 stories tall, glowing in shades of blue you didn't know existed. Some visitors take boat tours to float near the glacier's edge. Others walk on the ice itself with crampons and guides. The experience is humbling. You realize how alive glaciers are, how they breathe and shift and shape the world. The town of El Calafate serves as the base, offering everything from budget hostels to comfortable lodges. It's worth spending at least 2 days here to truly absorb the scale. Along the Chilean side, where Lago General Carrera meets Argentina's Lago Buenos Aires, water has carved cathedrals into marble cliffs. The marble caves glow in swirls of blue and white, illuminated by sunlight filtering through turquoise water. You reach them by small boat from the village of Puerto Rio Tranquilo, a journey that feels like entering a secret world. The colors shift with the seasons and water levels. Spring brings the brightest blues. Summer offers calmer conditions for kayaking inside the caves. It's a quieter attraction, less crowded than the famous glaciers, and that's part of its charm. The boat ride itself is meditative, skimming across water so clear you can see stones on the lake bed. Bring a camera, but also take moments to simply sit and absorb the stillness. Patagonian summer runs from December through February, when days stretch long and temperatures climb to comfortable ranges, typically 10 to 20 degrees Celsius during the day. This is peak season. Trails are fully accessible, wildflowers bloom across meadows, and towns buzz with energy. Booking ahead is essential, especially for popular lodges and campsites. The trade-off for crowds is reliability. Weather is at its mildest, though wind remains constant. If you're planning ambitious hikes or multi-day treks, summer gives you the best chance of clear trails and passable rivers. Families often visit during this window, as services are fully operational and daylight hours allow for flexible exploration. Just remember, Patagonia never fully surrenders to warmth. Always pack layers, even in January. March and November offer something different. Fewer travelers, shifting colors, and a sense of intimacy with the land. Autumn, March to April, paints forests in gold and crimson. The famous lenga trees transform entire hillsides into tapestries of warm tones. Temperatures drop, but conditions remain reasonable for hiking. Spring, October to November, brings newborn guanacos, blooming shrubs, and glaciers still white from winter snow. Some services may have limited hours, and weather is less predictable. But if you value solitude and don't mind adjusting plans on the fly, these months reward you with a Patagonia that feels more wild, less orchestrated. Prices also tend to be lower, and you'll often have trails nearly to yourself. It's a gentle compromise between access and authenticity. Patagonia is vast, and distances surprise most first-time visitors. Towns are often separated by hours of driving through open country. Public buses connect major hubs like El Calafate, El Chalten, Puerto Natales, and Punta Arenas, running on schedules that require planning ahead. Renting a car offers flexibility, though roads can be rough and gas stations sparse. Always fill your tank when you see one. Some travelers book organized tours, which handle logistics and provide local knowledge. Others hitchhike, a common and generally safe practice here, though it requires patience. Internal flights save time if you're covering both Argentine and Chilean regions. Whatever you choose, build buffer days into your itinerary. Weather delays happen, roads close, and sometimes the best experiences come from unplanned detours and slow mornings in unexpected places. Layering is the unspoken rule of Patagonia. Mornings start cold, midday sun warms you, afternoons bring wind, and evenings chill again. A good windproof jacket is essential. The Patagonian wind is legendary, strong enough to push you sideways on exposed trails. Waterproof layers matter too, as rain arrives without warning. Comfortable hiking boots, even if you're not planning serious treks, make a difference on uneven terrain. Sunscreen and sunglasses protect against intense UV at high altitudes. Many travelers bring reusable water bottles. Tap water is safe in most towns. Don't overpack. Services exist in larger towns, and locals are generous with advice. Expect simplicity. Accommodations lean rustic, meals focus on grilled meats and hearty stews, and Wi-Fi can be unreliable. Embrace it. Patagonia isn't about constant connectivity, it's about reconnecting with space and quiet. Patagonia's ecosystems are fragile. Glaciers recede, forests burn, and wildlife adapts to increasing human presence. Leave no trace principles matter deeply here. Carry out all trash, stick to marked trails, and avoid disturbing wildlife, especially guanacos and condors. Fires are strictly regulated. Always check local rules before camping. When visiting glaciers, follow guide instructions. The ice is unpredictable, and crevasses can be hidden beneath snow. In national parks, respect closure signs. They exist to protect both you and the environment. Supporting local businesses also makes a difference. Choose guides who prioritize sustainability, eat at family-run restaurants, and buy crafts directly from artisans when possible. Patagonia's beauty isn't infinite. Treating it with care ensures future travelers can experience the same quiet wonder you do. The land gives generously. We can give back through thoughtful presence. Food in Patagonia reflects its landscape. Simple, hearty, honest. Argentine asado barbecue is a ritual, with lamb slow roasted over open flames. Chilean curanto, a traditional seafood stew, appears in coastal towns. Mate tea circulates in social settings, passed hand to hand with quiet ceremony. Don't be surprised if locals invite you to share. Saying yes opens doors. Towns celebrate their pioneer histories, blending Welsh, Chilean, and indigenous Tehuelche influences. Small museums tell stories of early settlers who braved isolation and harsh winters. Conversations tend toward the genuine. People ask where you're from, what you've seen, whether you've felt the wind yet. There's pride here, but also humility. Patagonians understand they live in a place that shapes them as much as they shape it. Engaging with that culture, even briefly, adds depth to the physical journey. Some of the most powerful experiences in Patagonia aren't the famous viewpoints or strenuous hikes. They're the unplanned moments. Sitting beside a glacial stream, listening to water tumble over stones. Watching condors ride thermals above a valley, their wings barely moving. Lying in a sleeping bag beneath stars so bright they cast shadows. These moments don't require anything but presence. You won't find them on itineraries or tour brochures. They arrive when you slow down, when you let go of the need to see everything, when you give yourself permission to simply be. Patagonia rewards those who wait. It reveals itself not in checklists, but in pauses. If you take nothing else from your time here, take that lesson. The value of stillness, of breath, of letting the world be exactly as it is. If this gentle walk through Patagonia resonated with you, there's more to explore together. You might enjoy our Calm Travel Guides playlist, where we softly unpack destinations that invite slowness and wonder. Places like Iceland's highlands, New Zealand's quiet fjords, or Scotland's misty isles. Or perhaps the Place Q&A series, where we answer your thoughtful questions about travel, always with care and curiosity. Whatever calls to you, know that Peachy Canvas is here as a space for calm exploration. No rush, no pressure, just quiet stories, gentle light, and the invitation to see the world with softer eyes. Thank you for spending this time in Patagonia with me. Until the next journey, take care and travel gently.